right, everybody, thank you for checking out my first ever YouTube tutorial on Photoshop. This is Louis Galvez with Exhibit G Photo and Video, and today I am in my kitchen because I don't have an office in my house, so if you hear a lot of noise, that's just my family. Anyways, so what I'm going to do today is open up this image right here, and when you check it out, you can see that the girl in the photo is standing in front of a monopod that I used to set up an external flash to shoot some backlight when I took her picture, and obviously we don't want that in the image, so we're going to go ahead and fix that. So I already edited this image in Camera Raw, so I'm just going to hit Open Image, and that's going to open it up in Photoshop, and here I'll be able to work some magic. So the first thing I like to do is automatically create 2 additional layers, hitting Command J twice, turning off the background layer, which is the original layer, and I'm going to turn off layer 1, and I'm just going to work with the top layer. Let me just go ahead and call this top layer. Alright, and I'm going to call this bottom layer, and what I'm going to be using today is the eraser tool, and I'm going to go ahead and use this at a hardness of, let's just try 10, and let's just leave it at 175 and see what that looks like. So click on that top layer again, and it looks like it's going to be a good size, so I'm going to zoom in a little. Okay, and here I can see what I'm doing now. So you see here's that tripod, or that monopod, so I'm going to make this a little smaller because it's too big, and let's just erase that right there. And this is a quick and easy fix, guys. This isn't the best way to do it, and it's not the only way to do it, but it works for me, and hopefully it'll make your workflow a little bit easier. So just come in here, erase as much as you can with this. Now when you use a soft brush, the closer you get to something, obviously it's erasing, but when it gets closer to an area you don't want to erase, be careful, because it will erase a little bit of that very subtly. So I don't even know if that's the word, but that's the word I'm using. So that shape right there is what the monopod was looking like. Let me go to the hardness and just bring that up to 55 and get closer to the leg. And this isn't going to be perfect, guys. This is just a quick tutorial just to give you an idea on something. I don't like long videos, so I don't want to make a long one, so I'm just going to make this real quick and easy, and if you get the concept, then you'll be able to take your time with this and do a lot more with it. So now we've got this layer here erased, and now I'm going to just turn that off, turn this bottom layer back on, and what I'm going to do is just slide this over to the left or to the right, whichever you prefer. I'm just going to go to the left because I feel like it, and you can see already that this bottom layer is filling in the gap of what was already erased. So now that is looking better already. So if I zoom out, it's like it's not even there. Now what I want to do is clean this up a little bit, so just go to my eraser tool again, go back down to a hardness of 10, and just work on clearing this out just a little bit so it doesn't look so much like it's Photoshop. And it's not completely done yet. What I like to do is go back to the bottom layer, because the light affects some areas a lot different than it does in other spots. We're going to work on the brightness and contrast of this real quick. Just slide this over, and I'm just gonna, it looks like this area was a little bit darker than where it originally came from, so I'm just gonna go down a little bit, and right about there it's looking pretty natural, like it's not Photoshop. So I'm just gonna go with that, and I'm just gonna come back to this top layer because I wanna just work on this little spot right here. So I'm just gonna go to a harder brush, maybe around there, and just bring the size down a little and just see if I can't just take care of these little spots right here and just make it go away. Let's see if that works right there. And guys, remember, if you do erase something, you can always go back to the history brush tool and bring that back just by going over the spots that you didn't want erased. I know people like to use layer masks. I've never learned really how to do it. I get the concept a little bit, but I taught myself how to use Photoshop in Iraq in 2006. So that's how I do it. Like I said, this isn't the only way. It's not the best way. It's just the way that I do it. So we've got that taken care of right there. Let's scroll out. Looks pretty good from here. What I like to do is click these layers, merge them together, and then that way you can always go back and undo that. And I click the bottom one on, and just so I can see what it looks like, and it looks pretty good from there. So yeah, that's a quick and easy way to do it. And if you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask, and subscribe to the video or to my channel, and look out for more videos. Y'all be good. Peace.